Good day, learners. Welcome to our middle class on Quarter 2, Lesson 3. I am Teacher Princess who will be with you today. Our topic is under the most essential learning competency in Quarter 2, Module 3, comparing and contrasting same topic presentation in different multimodal texts. Okay, so as learners, you are expected to identify the different types of multimodal text in viewing genre. Second, review degrees of adjectives, its use and forms, and compare and contrast the same topic presentation in different multimodal text. So let us begin with multimodal text and its types. What are multimodal text? So from the word itself, multi, so it has many. Okay, many modes. Multimodal text are any combinations of visual, written language, spoken language, audio. We also have gestural, tactile, spatial modes in conveying something or creating a meaning. So let us continue. There are 5 ways in which multimodal text can be communicated. First, we have the linguistic form, or in a form of language. This includes written and spoken words, word choice, vocabulary, grammar, structure, and organization of sentences and paragraphs. So these are mostly verbal or in a form of language. Okay, it can be written, it can also be in spoken words. That is linguistic form. Second, we have visual form or the form of visual. Uses images, videos, color, visual layout, design, font, size, formatting, symbols, graphic organizers such as tables, diagrams, charts, mind maps, and also animations. So you can see here below, we have here an animation. Here we have diagrams, charts, maps, etc. Okay, so those are visual form. Number 3, oral form or in the form of audio. So this is mostly includes spoken words, sound, music, volume, pitch, and rhythm, speed of delivery, pitch, tone, voice, and sound effects. That is oral or audio. Then we have gestural form in the form of gestures. It uses movement, speed, and stillness of facial expression. Say, for example, you do this facial expression. So you convey meaning that you are sad. And when you do this, you convey a meaning that you are happy. When you do this, okay, you convey the meaning that you are in love. Okay, so that is gestural form. And lastly, we have spatial form or in a form of space, position, and location. This includes physical arrangement, just like in classroom. So you can see the teacher is in front and then the students are here facing facing the teacher. It means that the information will be coming from the teacher and will be given to the students. And usually teacher is more superior, of course, than with the students. Like here with the organizational chart, we have perhaps this could be the manager or the OIC or yeah, could be the manager or the boss. Okay, so we have here the subordinates below. Okay, and then we have position, organization, proximity, direction, and distance of elements in a text. So that is spatial form. Okay, so you can see here we have President Duterte in a Congress. This is an example of spatial form. you can see that the president's position is elevated. He's there at the podium. Okay, to see that he has the power and he's the one speaking. Okay, so that is spatial form. Now we have viewing genres. Viewing. So this is also related to multimodal texts. Viewing refers to perceiving, examining, interpreting, and construction of meaning from visual images. So we have the word genre. This is a category of artistic composition as in music or literature characterized by similarities in form, style, and subject matter. And when we combine, we have viewing genres. We have different categories of viewing. There are 8 that will be discussed today. First, we have the animated, comedy, drama, educational, fantasy, horror, news, and variety show. So we will discuss them one by one. Animated. These are cartoons that we see on TV. Their names vary as well as the target age group. So let us have some examples. We have Tom and Jerry, okay, and the Raymond. Uh, Usually these are fantasy, and the creator drew or created some anime, some moving objects or moving character to create a story. Okay. Now we have the word comedy or the viewing genre, which is comedy. These shows are meant to entertain viewers through the use of jokes and pranks. So these are meant to make the audience laugh. Example, we have Double Trouble. Dolphy have Dolphy, the comedy king, right? Then we have Sisteracas and many more. Third, drama. These shows are highly emotional, and the story always had sad parts like conflict in families, betrayal, and etc. So this is highly emotional. This will make you really cry a bucket. We have Hello, Love, Goodbye, Four Sisters and the Wedding, and those who love Korean drama, Descendants of the Sun. We also have Crash Landing on You. Next, we have the fourth one, educational. These shows are highly informational and can be intended for children, teenagers, or adults. So, when you say educational, this is a form or this is a genre or viewing genre that is intended to inform, to educate the viewer. We have Mat Dali there. Or you have the uh, aha lamang ang may alam. Or we have the educational television, the Eduk TV, and many more. And the fifth, we have fantasy. These shows are unrealistic characters and plots, usually including magic and supernatural creatures. Example, we have Encantadia. We also have the Beauty and the Beast. Sixth, we have horror. These shows are intended to scare audiences, usually by employing supernatural beings like ghosts. Example, we have The Walking Dead. We have the Aswang Chronicles. So those who are fond of horror films, this is your channel. Next, we have number 7, news. These shows are used to inform the public about the latest updates in the world, country, and community. So, like TV Patrol or 24 Oras. We have the last one, which is the variety show. So these shows include games, song and dance performances, and other segments. Variety shows, so they are different. There's a variety of shown from this show. We have example EB or Eat Bulaga version 4, and we also have Showtime. Okay, we have here ABS-CBN. Uh, of course, this is an example of a news. I have questions for everyone. First one is, why do we need to have different forms in presenting multimodal texts? And the second one, why do we need to have different mode of delivery in presenting multimodal text? Why do you say so? Why there are different forms of multimodal presentation? Okay, so we are very unique. Each person is unique from one another. In my case, I learn best when I listen to podcasts or MP3. While the others, they learn best when they watch the discussion or when they see the teacher teaching them. That's why there are times when students say that modular is a very difficult form of learning to them because they only see the written words, but they don't see a teacher discussing to them. So when we have multimodal presentation, it can give you a variety of ways in understanding a topic, and it can make it easier for you to understand the lesson. Okay, so that's it. Let's continue. Now, since we are talking about comparing and contrasting, we will try to review the adjectives degree of comparison. So we have the comparative and superlative. When we say comparative, we compare two things or two persons, comparing between two. When we say superlative, comparing more than two. Okay, so we have steps. Examples of comparative and superlative. When we have comparatives, one or two syllables, we just add ER at the end of the adjective plus the word than. Say, for example, we have the word short, short. So what is its comparative degree? It becomes shorter. Okay, then we add the word than, shorter than. Then we have the word tall, it becomes taller because we add ER. And then that, then we have happy. Of course, happy, we change Y to I and add ER plus than. Okay, what if we have two or more syllables like the word intelligent? Okay, we cannot say intelligenter. That's awkward. So if we have two or more syllables, we add more plus the word or the adjective and then the word than. Example, we have the word intelligent. We add the word more at the beginning plus the adjective intelligent and the word than. It becomes more intelligent than. Then we also have more beautiful than. Okay, so that's for comparative. Remember, two things are being compared. Now, when we have superlative, we have example here, 1 to 2 syllables, we just add est. Okay, say for example, we have the word short. We have the word the plus short and then est, it becomes the shortest. Okay, same as well with the second one, the tallest. Okay, now we have the happy. Same with this. We change Y to I and add est and it becomes the happiest. Okay, so we just add the and then than when we are making sentences. Okay, but if they only ask you to put the degree, the comparative degree of it, you just say shorter, shortest, like that. Then we have the superlative, two or more syllables, the most plus the adjective, the most intelligent, and then the most beautiful. Okay. Now let's try to compare the video and print form using adjective. So if we have a video here, just like this one, this is a video lesson. Comparing video lesson to module. So what could be the similarities or differences? We have here the story presented through video is more attractive than the story presented through the printed text. Okay, so what is the degree of adjective used here? How many things are being compared? Okay, if you say two, and if you say that it's in comparative degree, then you are correct. Okay, so we have the word video, and here we have the story. Two things are being compared. That's why we add more to the adjective attractive. More attractive than. Okay, let's now proceed. This time you will have an activity. Okay, I want you to prepare your paper and pen with you as you answer the following. This activity is entitled Identifying Multimodal Text. You have to tell the viewing genre and form. Remember, there are 8 genres and there are 5 forms of multimodals. Okay, now let us see. This is the first one, printed infographic. We have here what is a paralanguage. Okay, and then we have the second one, it's showtime. Okay, let us identify first the number 1. Since this is a printed infographic, we can say that it is educational. That's correct. It is intended to inform the audience about paralanguage. And what is its form? It's in linguistic forms. You can see there are many written words here in this infographic. Okay, how about number 2? It's showtime. What is the viewing genre? Okay, if you say that it's a variety show, then you are correct. Okay, variety show. And my answer here is audiovisual form. Is it possible to combine audio and the visual? Of course, it's possible since Showtime can be watched on TV, right? Okay, you can hear the audio at the same time, the visual form. Now, let's move on to your activity 2. So directions, you're going to compare and contrast the presentation of topic illustrated in the multimodal text. So this time, you are going to compose your paragraph. One paragraph is enough. Okay, you're going to compare then contrast the presentation of topic illustrated in this multimodal text. Let's see. We have African traditional clothing. Okay, we have here the first multimodal as picture. Okay, while the other one is a graphic text. This is a visual and this one is a text, or this one is in, visual. They are almost alike. However, here we have a picture. While the other one, we have a text. Now, using this Venn diagram, you're going to tell the similarities and the differences between the two. Okay? You're going to write your answer on a paper or in your notebook. Then you have to send it in my Facebook Messenger account. Okay, you may take screenshot. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then here's the Venn diagram. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So before we end, do you have any questions or clarifications, dear learners? If none, let's wrap it up. So today, we talked about multimodal text. These are any combinations of visual, written language, spoken language, audio, gestural, tactile, and spatial modes in conveying something or creating a meaning. We also talk about the 5 ways in which multimodal text can be communicated in different forms. We have linguistic form, we have visual, we also have oral, gestural, and spatial form. We also have viewing genres, and there are 8: animated, comedy, drama, educational, fantasy, horror, news, and variety show. We also reviewed degrees of adjectives like comparative and superlative degree. Okay, do not forget that the process. And lastly, what is the importance of multimodal presentation? Remember that everyone has different learning styles. One learns best when reading, while others learn best when watching or listening to podcasts. Multimodal provides everyone endless possibilities and ways to better understanding a topic. So once again, this is Teacher Princess. Thank you and have a good day ahead. Keep safe, everyone.